What kind of husband do you want, Willie?
What do you think?
Rich?
I thought you knew me better than that. I would like a man who is educated, enterprising, and ambitious.
So you wouldn't mind if he was poor?
That kind of man is never poor.
I just had the worst date. Oh my god. After my divorce, I used to always joke that the next time I get married, it's going to be to a really rich man.
Most women want to be married to rich men, but some of them are just delusional.
Because, and I know people are going to be in my comments, not all men do it. Okay. But when they cheat and lie, when the man cheats and lies, I'll cry in a Range Rover instead of a Nissan Rogue. Okay. So this man is older. I'll be 27 at the end of the month and he's 41. Okay. So a little bit older.
Rich men got options, but I know exactly what she wants. She wants a rich guy who's going to provide for her and her kids. Basically an ATM machine. And this is why she doesn't want a regular guy.
This man is a surgeon. And I know you want to be like, okay, Devaney. Okay. No. He mentioned his salary more times than I took a bite of food. Okay. He makes $350K a year. Yeah.
Don't lead with your wallets, guys, especially if you want something long term. That's how you get used.
I choose being poor.
Stop the cap.
I don't think she had a lot of choices. It was either going to be that or get impounded.
We talked about how handsome he is. And how fit and sexy his body is. That everyone thinks he's 25. Divorced, and he has 3 kids. 1 is his, 2 is our stepkids that he raised.
I was going to say that guy's too smart to be married again, but it looks like he's making a lot of bad decisions.
Then I found out the oldest daughter is 23. Maybe I went to school with her. Maybe she was on my cheer team. I don't know. He made a point to show me pictures and in person of his brand new Camaro and pictures of all of his collection of cars.
That guy's begging to be used.
I talk all the time. Like, I'm so annoying, and I know this. Self-awareness is key. But also, I literally didn't speak. I just sat there and just nodded my head the whole time because he wouldn't stop talking. I'm like, oh my god, this was my dream like a few years ago. I just felt so sad. I want to joke around and be goofy, and like I want you to be my best friend.
It's not the man's job to be your best friend.
Too. It just makes me so sad. Yeah, I want you to be a good person. He's like, let's walk around the town center because it was right by where I live and just talk. And I was like, okay. All right. I'm trying to hold my hand, but I didn't want him to, so I literally put my hand in my pocket.
So it looks like she was turned on by his money, but his personality got her dried in the desert.
But wait, there's more.
He just sat there for another hour talking about his ex-wife and how awful she is and their divorce and everything. And it's not even just what he said. It's like how he said everything. Stand up from the table and I'm like, oh, I better go get my kids. Like, I gotta go get them. Like, I'm literally pulling the single mom card right now.
She's looking for a beta male provider, but that guy was so bad that she had to reject him.
He's like, I better follow you. After all, I did buy you lunch. I can buy my own lunch. I do not need your money, and I do not care for it. I don't care for it.
She doesn't need his money, yet she's looking for a rich man. And trust me, it was not a joke when she said it. And
then I see him pop a mint, and I'm like, no, you're not touching me. Nothing is happening. No. I walk to my car, I open my door, and I'm like, well, thanks for lunch. I had such a great time. Thank you again. He comes over, and I try to hug him, and he tries to kiss me, and I went, ugh! He's like, okay, I'll call you. And I was like, bye, please don't, bye.
A few moments later.
So now I'm gonna go home and eat this chimichanga. Alone with no fork. This was not worth it, but it helps.
That guy doesn't know his value.
Even a guy that's older and kind of deteriorating a little bit, what beauty can you find in that?
The fact that he has a lot of money.
What?
And he's very beautiful for that he can support my vision of life.